Did it leave you broken? Just speak it out. And left you so confused? Oh, share it with us. It encouraged you, build up someone. And did you love it? Oh, please don't be here. Whatever it is, encourage someone. Right here on Let Out Show. This is the Let Out Show.
How are you? I believe that you are well, and thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Let Out Show. This is a platform where we bring different people with different stories to just let you know that even your very own story can take a turn around, and to also remind you that you can do all things through Christ, who is your strength and my strength too. We can only put our hope and our trust in the Lord. We are still continuing with this beautiful love tour. Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. For them that have been following, you've seen the stories we've been posting, and they have been stories of love, triumph, and everything good around love. And we still continue to take this journey where we are talking about vows, about marriages, about everything beautiful about love, because Valentine's is already here. February becomes the month of love. So the entire month of February is a month of Valentine's. But there is a concern that has come to me. And we as the Let Out Show, the team of the Let Out Show, there is no concern that goes unaddressed. And to just be very specific, I want to read a message that I received on WhatsApp. And one of the viewers said that I have a big question. And here is the question. How safe are the single people, the single ladies, the single gentlemen, and even the single parents? When they are around pastors, they are branded as attention seekers, and some are even seen as Delilahs. When they are around married people, they are seen as marriage breakers. When they hang out with their fellow singles, they are treated as sex traps or suggested fornicators. And this particular person said, the next time you are having a guest, kindly address on the issue on how best to conduct singles in order to curb this kind of trauma that they go through. And addressing the issue for today, it's an amazing guest. She is very well known. You've heard her from your radios, from several TV stations, from Inoro, Jetta TV, Shoro, everywhere. She's known because of her life counseling techniques. Her name is Mrs. Wanderi. She is a director of Family Life Educators and Counselors. And it's such a big honor to have you, Mrs. Wanderi.
Thank you, Rose. How are you?
I'm very fine. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You are amazing.
Wow, thank you.
Know these people with your color. Oh my God. It's not easy. And I thank God to be here.
Wow.
I feel honored. I thank God to be here.
Yes.
And for the viewers, stay tuned. We are together and we are going to share until you feel maybe you are contented. And I like it. I like what they are saying. So my name is Regina Wanderi, as you have said.
Yes.
From Family Life Educators and Counselors, we deal with human beings.
Yes.
We help people, we give people hope.
Yes.
No matter what, whether married, whether single, whoever comes to us, she has to receive hope from us. We are hope givers. By the way, if you are asked to say in belief, in summary, what Jesus did throughout his preaching, he gave people hope.
Oh, yes.
There is life after everything.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether it is raining, whether it is flooding, whether it is so sunny, God remains the same.
Oh, yes.
Have hope. Kuna matumaini.
Oh yes, that's so powerful, because we should be hope givers.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the way we are living nowadays, we have become hope breakers.
True.
You see, someone is trying to go up there, but then we are the same people who are pulling them down. But God bless you for being a hope giver, especially to families.
Thank you.
And also to our viewer here.
Yes.
It's such a great honor.
Thank you.
So, Mrs. Wanderi, today we are having a hot topic.
Yes.
And I want you to really address it to the depth.
Okay.
Leave no stone unturned.
Bring it.
Because you know, this month of love, I've been bringing couples.
Yes.
People have been talking about love and
Yes.
marriages and
Yes.
vows.
Yes.
You know, how we met. Others,
Yes.
maybe how I got proposed to.
Yes.
But there is a caliber of people somewhere.
Yes.
There is an article I came across, and it was saying that in February, February is a month of love. There's a lot of things revolving around love that happen. But it is the most frustrating season for single people. So, Mrs. Wanderi, what I would love you to tackle as the first issue is, how are these young people who are not married supposed to package themselves, or rather carry themselves out in this season of love, so that they do not succumb to the pressure that is around right now?
Okay, this word love, one thing that I know about it, and I like defining it in my own way.
Yes.
According to Regina,
Yes.
love, L stands for listen and learn. We listen to one another and we learn from one another.
Yes.
Then you come to, at every time that you have a relationship, because this is a month whereby people are trying to revive their relationship.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Okay, if you got the history about the Saint Valentine, you get to know why all this happened. It was about the pain. It was not easy. It was not easy. The person who came up with this word, or this day that is 14th for about love and what, he was not even killed. What am I trying to say is that about love, it's the relationship that we are talking about, especially the young people, even single. Love is about listening to people. And you listening, it's about communication.
Yeah.
Listen to verbal and non-verbal communication.
Yes.
Get to know what this person is saying. Then you go to the second one, the O.
Yeah.
The you own. Once I talk to you, once I listen to you, I have the capability, I have the responsibility to either accept you or maybe to own you.
Yes.
To feel that I own Rose as my friend. And this Rose, not only a friend, I will offer time to know her more. She's making my life valuable. She's making me feel comfortable. She's making me feel important. Without anything, because love is not about you cannot buy love.
Yeah.
And that's why I like telling young people. I know you people, you talk about so many things, but what it is that you can never fake feelings. Therefore, you own that person.
Yeah.
Not like the way our mothers own us. Our fathers own us, our parents own us, not the way that you own our parents. Just because we have no choice. But owning a friend, you feel that this friend is making a lot of value in my life. So that is all. Then you go to V. V is about valuing me, value. It's about valuing one another.
Yes.
And that value, something you value, you treasure it, you keep it in a safe way.
Yeah.
You care for that. For that what you like. But so when we talk about relationship, you have owned me, and especially a young man and a young lady.
Yes.
You have owned one another. You value and you visit one another. You even visit. You get to know where does this person originate? Where is the source of this goodness that I see in this person?
Yeah.
Can I know her sisters? Can I know his brothers? Can I know his parents? Should I know where she goes or where she worships? Because the wazungu husema pretenders are worse than murderers.
Yes.
At the same time, the Bible is very clear.
Yes.
When Jesus listened to the disciples, some complaining, you are calling us, you are telling us to follow you. Yet we have people to bury. Then we have this and that. At the same time, he really insisted because he wanted a relationship with them. It reached a time when he told them that you are no longer you are now no longer mitume kwangu. You are my friends.
Yeah.
I'll be calling you my friends because you have known me.
Yes.
Even this person that you value will never be just anybody.
Yes.
And that's why even in marriage, if your husband is just a man, you cannot make in that marriage. If your wife is just a woman, that person is a person you value. It's a person that that is more than any other. not just a man, but a man and a friend, a husband and a friend, a daughter and a friend, a mom and a friend. That friendship, and it has to go through a process, like Jesus went through a process with his disciples. Then you go to E. You see, E is that you end the relationship or you engage. There are those people who wanted to follow Jesus, and they asked him, can I follow you? I cannot be a partner. Yeah, I don't have anywhere to go to. And you can imagine from the same scripture, there is this one that he told, leave all what you are doing and follow me. Because he felt that this one values. The value, that's what I mean. I'm not preaching, I'm just saying. The word love has a lot of meaning. It is deeper than what people are trying to think. Number two, this is in wakati wa kiangazi. Hakuna maua sijui. I don't know where we are going to get flowers. Because
it's very hot and dry.
It is so dry. Na tunafaa maua. Maua are so, to me, as a counselor and a hope giver, you can call a mom, you can call a dad, you can call a sister, you can call a person you value, and you tell that person, I've called you. Not just to text you. Unajua kuna maforward mengi sana tutaforwardiwa. Don't forward. Call that person. Call Rose. Rose. I know, or you don't know how much I value you. But I've just called. Spending my 20 shillings in this phone to tell you that you are not just a friend, but a very special friend to me. You see, that's what we mean by that's what I understand about this month of love. It's about valuing. Number two, it's about a lot of sacrifice. Sacrifice. And I have said that I'm not a preacher, I'm a counselor, but we interrelate. However, when we talk of now, mambo ya kusema ya kwamba it's a month of love. Love is about sacrifice. And I want Christians to underline this. If you know what it means to love, God loved the world. God loved me. That he gave the only son who suffered so much. Not even the way he was born, from where he was born, from the way he was brought up, by a dad who happened even to, when he was asleep, that is when the angel came to whisper, without whispering it to the mother. That wewe, chukua mtoto, paka Misri. This is it, about the struggle. Today, if you want to, people like us who have given birth, you know what it is when you are in pain of giving birth. From there, the death of Jesus, the rejection that he went through. But once you are rejected, you are so furious, you are so bitter that you don't want to see those people who reject you. Jesus never did not disconnect from those people who rejected him. Rejection is so painful. And once you get to know that you are rejected by either a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, or a friend, rejection. It's so painful. What now I mean by this is that if you were a single lady, you got a child with your partner, whether you are both saved when you are coming together, or you are in the faith, or wherever you are, now you are rejected, you feel so much frustrated, rejected by your parents or whoever, and you tend to think that nobody values you. God values you, no matter what. You rejected him from the word God, because if he was rejected by human beings, we also rejected him. And he still kept on loving us. So what I mean by this is that if you are single, and you know very well that you want a relationship, or you have been in a relationship, go through the word love that I have just shared about. Listen to yourself and listen to what happened during that time of relationship. What happened? Then did you own that person? Because many friends do not own friendship. Friendship is so expensive. And that's why, unajua siku hizi vijana mnapenda, unajua hii mambo ilikuja na tuseme with our government today at the bottom up. That's how it is to start from the scratch. Lakini siku hizi tu mnapendana kiasi kidogo tu, mnabusiana, sijui nini, mambo mingi. Sasa when you start now realizing or understanding this person, it becomes just too difficult.
Okay.
Too difficult to connect. Because you have started from up, down. It has to start from down there. And God is not a liar. God talks of how much liars will be punished. You don't have to lie. And even if you can lie, you cannot lie yourself, God and the devil. You three, you know the truth. Get to know the truth. Who are you? Na sasa hivyo ndivyo nasema, for those who are single and complaining that maybe they are lonely, they are wamepandikwa maneno, at wewe you are a home breaker, you are what? Get to know that if this is what they are saying, are you really that what they are saying? Is it clear? Are you that what they are saying? Number two, in the relationship that you have been into, did you go through the process of love that I've just mentioned? Did you don't najua saa hii Rose, watu wengi watasema, Mrs. Wanderi, waacha zako. Mimi alinireject. How many have you rejected yourself? Before you think of those people who have rejected you, how many people have you rejected yourself? And I want to tell especially ladies, you know, as my daughters and my colleagues, let me tell you, do not just do some things in order not to protect yourself from being rejected. You know, many girls give in because to sex, especially to sex. Let me just say it. Many girls, you know, give in to sex simply because they don't want to be rejected. Let me, no matter what, you don't have to give your. You know, there are three things that you have to think about. And you know, many psychologists, after lot of research, it was discovered that there are three basic psychological needs that every human being yearns for. We desire them. We wish to have them. Three basic psychological needs. Number one, understanding. Number two, acceptance. Number three, love. And when people are yearning, are wanting to be understood, to be loved, to be accepted, they go astray. God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
Glory. Oh, God is good. Wow.
Glory to his great name.
Amen.
I'm telling you, my dear Rose, when you let out this from yourself, because this program is wonderful. It's to let out. Let out what you understand about yourself, and let out what you have refused to accept from yourself. What am I trying to say is this. These three basic things, or these three basic psychological needs, the same people who are doing research realized that wewe mwenyewe, if at all you don't understand yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't accept yourself, nobody will ever understand you, accept you, neither love you. So, for those who are maybe complaining about singlehood, about a single mother, about a single lady, single man, all these, and the pride is not godly. Pride is not godly. Unfortunately, not many of us know what pride is. By the way, if you hear someone telling you that you are at Wewe and Maringo, you are very proud, that person is telling that you are very foolish. When Mujinga. Because what is pride? If today you walk, you know, you walk with your neck showing a lot of pride, people who will meet you will think that you have a disability. Is that wise? Is that wisdom? So when you think and you can hear people even confessing that me, as you see me, Regina, I'm a very proud woman. That you are saying I'm a very foolish woman.
Yeah, true.
Because pride is not a virtue.
It's not.
It's not a virtue. It is not something to impress anyone. In case you think that you are around, kindly rectify that.
Yes.
Because pride is not godly, it's not wise.
Yeah.
It's not wise. It is not the right thing. Therefore, when you talk of understanding yourself, this is very important.
Yes.
And I think this research, niliona kweli kabisa, this is the truth.
Yes.
Understanding yourself, where do I come from? Where am I going? How do I get there?
Yes.
Who am I? Who am I? Mimi ni nani? Mimi kama Regina ni nani? I'm a lady from where? Which born am I? How is my background? Could some of the character that I'm having, as I have told you, we family life educators and counselors, we call ourselves character formators.
Oh, yes.
And we don't just form character because we are very good. We have also reflected about our own character. And we have seen a lot of things that have been triggered by the way we were brought up, by the way, because if at all this child is brought up by a grandmother and you want to marry her, or you want to relate with her, get to know the source. You know, when I was talking about the love, I said, know this person. You cannot value me if at all you don't know me.
That's right.
You know, when Jesus even was preaching, you can even remember people like John. They started working together from the time they were in their own mother's womb.
Yes.
But you can remember this time when John was in a kind of pressure, because he could feel that he might die. And therefore he sent his disciples to go and ask Jesus. Go and ask him whether he is the one.
Whether he's the one.
Yes. And he never even said that he was. He told them, go and tell him what you have seen me doing. Therefore, this one understanding, Jesus knew who he was.
Oh, yes.
He never even introduced himself to be any other. Even when he went back to his own community, and they kind of rejected him, he did not complain. He did not talk a lot of things. He just ran away. Because the time was not yet.
Yeah, it was not yet.
So what I'm trying to say is that for those who are watching us and they are Christians, let them be trained to, or maybe taught by the word of God to understand themselves, who they are. After understanding yourself and knowing who you are, it will be very easy for you to relate with the people. Because wewe tu, hata mimi nikiona you are a brother trying to approach me and wanting to know me more, it is a matter of now dialogue, communicating, sharing. My brother, I am now that years, I am now 35, and this is me. I'm the fourth born, I'm the fifth born, I'm the 10th born in my family. And we have been brought up with a lot of problems. As much as you see me living the way I'm living, I see just miracles in my life. God has done all this to me. Because I know there are so many who have gone through the difficulties like me, yet they are jobless. I have my job, I have what. And the reason why I work very hard in my job is because I know it's because I don't want to shame the one who made me get this job, the one who have reached me here. Mimi niko hivyo. But I have befriended so many brothers who have been not being straightforward. I want to know you. And you will know whether this brother wants to sleep with you. And you will know whether this brother, and because if you have been having other brothers or been having other sisters, and those sisters have taken you to bed, those brothers have taken you to bed, what else are you looking for right now? A partner. Because it will be too difficult for you to be wanting to have a partner when you are 60 years, when you are 70 years, when you are 50 years. You are looking for someone who is also desperate like you, to be able to be together in that desperation. And that will be too bad for you. You will suffer the consequences. What am I saying? It is good to have friendship what am I trying to say is that kuna watu wengi sana when they relate with the reasons, wanataka kujua tuna relate na wewe, I'm relating with you, Rose, because I want to achieve this and that. In the process, wewe hata hujui. Nimekuona tu hivi this girl is so sweet. I would want even to I want a baby with her. So you want me for a baby. In case I do not get you a baby, you are done. I'm a counselor. I have counseled several people, and they come to me when I separate them because I see them together. They say they want to marry one another, etc. Then I give them some assignment. Sometimes they come. Of course, they come back. They say what they expect from one another, A, B, C, D, and you find that maybe there is one who really expecting to have a baby with this partner. Then when you ask them, suppose you don't get a baby. And of course, there are those who say, in case, I can remember one time, I was talking to them. We don't say who, don't worry. So this young man said, Regina, I am ready to marry my partner. And I'm ready to marry any girl who will come to my life, and especially a God-fearing girl. Then I asked him, how will you know whether that girl is a God-fearing? Do you know there are so many people in the church because they are running away from things that they have done. And because they are guilty. They come with a lot of mioto. Ati vile wameguzwa. Na si kuguzwa ni kujiguza wamejiguza. We understand this, Rose.
Completely, I am.
So, I want to say that it's always to know the motive. Because even our God, knows the motive that we have in our faith. If only you have chosen to be afraid to God, because He's the best friend who can never let you down. He will also connect you with human beings who have got no hypocrisy. Why am I saying this? It's because wherever Jesus visited, when He was in this world, He really condemned hypocrisy.
He did.
Because hypocrisy is one of the worst sins that people do. So for those who are single, whether you are a single lady, a young adult single, a single lady who have been having children, whose partner has died, get to know the right friends by knowing yourself, understanding yourself. Why are you single? Why have you reached there? Uliwakataa, ukawakataa when you are 20ish, when you are 30ish, now you are 40ish, you are looking for them. Uliwakataa. So you have to, why? You wanted who? God cannot bring you an angel from heaven.
Yeah, you're right. But you know, somebody could have gone through a heartbreak. Maybe he or she was in a very deep relationship. And there was so much hope that this relationship is going to materialize and end up to marriage. But then down the line, things happen and the relationship breaks. And the damage is too big. Such that you try to love, but you have no love to give. You try to put yourself together. Maybe, of course, you've given yourself time to heal. And you feel you're healed and you're ready to fall in love. But the moment that man comes to your life, unamwangalia unachoka. Because you are drained, because of the dryness that you have gone through. So how are we supposed to regain that love back? Because I know most of the people, they are going through this. That's the reason why most of the people are still very single. Because they try to love, but there is no connection in as much as you try.
Is it Isaiah 37 about dry bones? Or which is the verse?
It's somewhere in Ezekiel.
About the dry
bones.
Sometimes I like what you have said, and I love it. Clearly, Rose. Maybe you have been heartbroken. You had a lot of hope. I had a lot of hope. I like it. That is why counselors are there. Do not just assume. And let me say this, knowing very well, I'm telling a girl who is a preacher. And I'm saying that you cannot just go to pastors, to priests, to men of God for marriage counseling. Maybe they are also hurting. You have to go to professionals. You cannot take your car to a driver as a mechanic. to make your car.
Definitely, yes.
You have to go to a
mechanic.
Not to a driver.
Absolutely.
But drivers drive cars, yet they are not
They're not mechanics.
They are not mechanics.
Yes.
So you don't have to think that our pastors, our priests, they are the one who are going to counsel you or to direct you on marriage counseling.
Yes.
Marriage counseling is very expensive. You come to me, you pay. Because it is expensive.
Yes.
Because this is not, it's only marriage that people are given certificates having not done any test.
Yes.
So if it is about a relationship for your life, all those who are heartbroken, they are broken simply because of what you have just said. You have the answer with you. You had a lot of hope.
Yes.
Did you know whether the other person has the same hope? Do you know why those relationships break? Because of expectations. Not all that glitters
is gold.
You see a man dancing in the church, and you think that dancing is the same thing that he'll be doing in your relationship. It can't work like that. You see a girl singing and screaming, and you tend to think that this my sister is the one, and you start struggling with the prayers that this is the one.
Yes.
And God, because you are forcing things to happen, they might happen, and you have to suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? You have to go for counseling,
yes,
so that you may be told when Jesus was born, because you follow him, he suffered so much. From the right time that he was born, up to the time he was crucified.
Yes.
Are you ready to walk through the same process? Because you cannot think that you are marrying an angel. It can't happen.
Yeah.
The reason why many relationships break and the people are left heartbroken completely is because they don't go to the professionals to give them some guidelines, especially because of expectations. You may see a very, unajua siku hizi makucha, nails are now have become what? Fashion. Tunaweka kubwa. Hata mimi huwekwa, you know, I cut cake.
Yeah.
I cut cakes. I go to give talks to many places wherever I'm invited.
Yes.
And I make them. But I make very temporary, knowing very well that there is a time I have to be a wife and a mother.
Oh, yes.
And there are sometimes I wonder, when you are with your boyfriend or girlfriend, then na hiyo makucha, si utamugwara. Hata sijui, I'm only thinking about these things.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that tumekuwa watu wa kuenda na waves, na fashions. Let us be natural. Let us be natural. Let us go to the right people for guidelines. Otherwise, we fail because of expectations. When expectations are failed, and you know what, even the other person has his own expectations. And I want to tell girls from this show, I want to tell them, not that I'm not telling men, but I like mentoring girls so much. You know, there's a program I normally teach people about fascinating womanhood.
Ah, okay.
Fascinating woman is to help a woman to understand herself as a mother, a wife, or a hope giver, a life giver. When God gives life, he gives a woman a responsibility to hold that child until the right time.
Yes.
Oh, are you getting this?
Yes,
that when, and you know, at where you are taking contraceptives, not to have babies, and just but to have sex. At God will also understand the feelings. You are joking. There is no way utafanya Mungu hivyo.
Yeah.
God is not like that. You have to know that you are a human being.
Yeah.
And I like what some theologians and these other people say, that to be holy is to be a Christian. To be a Christian, to be holy. To be holy is to be holy is to be human. And to be human is to be holy. Because when you are human, and that's why Jesus was a human.
Yeah, he was.
Atuelewe. Sasa uelewe. Ati wewe una wewe mwenyewe tu. Unasema hata Mungu ataelewa. Mtaelewa ndugu kwa hii tabia. No way. Sin is a sin.
Yeah.
You have to go through the right way in order to make in life. Those people who are heartbroken, they are heartbroken because he went beyond the expectations of God. What's the will of God in this? Is to love one another, to respect one another, to respect the law of God, and to walk on the right path of God, and to be helped by the people who can be able to help you to know how to relate without committing sin, and especially sexual sin, fornication, masturbation. You know, you play sex with so many women, with so many men. These people, unachukua mapepo.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, masturbation, right. You are doing things that you are supposed to do in order to have babies, to have joy with your man, to have joy with your wife. Yet now, you are doing things kinyume cha Mungu, and you are saying ati hapa umekosa mtu. Wewe hiyo, unajua, hizi vitu zote gadgets, watu wanatumia, playing sex with themselves.
Yeah.
This is not right.
Yeah.
And if you are single and you say that you are guilty because of things maybe that you commit, thinking that Mungu ataelewa. Hata wewe muelewe.
Kabisa.
Muelewe.
Yes.
If at all there is nothing that he cannot do, why are you thinking that ati wewe kuna vitu na Mungu anaelewa? Get a man, get married, and they are there. It's only that now you have accepted the devil to be sleeping with you. That is why you are doing masturbation. Oh, yeah. You have accepted the devil to be having sex with you, because wewe umekuwa tu lesbian. Wewe ni lele. Ati wewe tu hiyo ni masturbation. Wewe ni homo. Ni nini? You don't joke with God. God, God is serious.
Yeah.
It is either you choose the word. In fact, in the book of Revelation, anasema uwe moto ama uwe baridi. Wale watakaa katikati watatabika. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are single and maybe you have got a stress, don't worry, we are there for counseling. Lakini usifikiria ati lazima hiyo sitaki kukosa kusema Rose.
Sema.
Wewe kama ni mama, hata kama wewe ni baba, not necessarily that you tell somebody that you love her or you love him, kwa sababu ati wewe lazima uwe na boyfriend or a girlfriend. You can tell anyone, Rose, I book you to be my Valentine.
Wow.
And you can always, I can remember that day 14th, you called me, and you passed a wonderful message to me.
Yeah.
I thank God that you did that.
Wow.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I felt great, I felt valued.
Yes.
So it's good to make sure, even if it is your mom, even if it is your dad. Again, people sometimes lose what we call serenity. Maybe we shall have another time to talk about this topic on serenity.
Yeah, sure.
What is serene? What is to be serene? How to get rid of the things that make you not comfortable in life, and so that you can develop serenity.
Oh, yeah.
So now, when I'm teaching people fascinating womanhood, I normally teach them that program, that lesson called this serenity, and it is very exciting because you get to know why you are not happy with in life.
Okay.
Now, why people wanakasirika sana? They are unhappy. They have a lot of things that they think that they are not right. If they are single ladies, single men. It is because of things that you have done to yourself, things people have done to you, and things that you have done to yourself, to people.
Yeah.
I hope you have understood those things.
The three, yes.
Why people get worried? Why people are bitter? Why people feel very lonely? Why people contemplate to commit suicide? Why do people feel discouraged? It is simply because of three things. Things that they have done to themselves, things that the people have done to them, and things that they have done to people. Yale mambo yote tu umefanyia watu. And I normally tell people that things that you do to people, or whatever you do, those are stones that you throw.
They'll eventually come down.
And they come down, not just to fall on any other person, but the same you who have thrown
them up.
They
come hitting your head. Yeah, and you have to pay back.
Kabisa.
But still going back on this issue of single ladies, because not single ladies per se, but anyone who is single, and especially the seniors or 30 plus.
Yes.
So it's a variety
yes.
of sections here.
Yes.
Because there are those who are heartbroken, like in as much they were hopeful that this thing is going to work,
yes.
and now they have not been able to love again.
Yes.
They are still in that process
yes.
of trying to be able to love again.
Yes.
And of course they feel very vulnerable.
Yes.
Remember, this is a person, a human being who wants to be loved. There are things we've said that they are basic needs.
Yes.
Love is one of the basic needs.
Basic needs.
And they want to be loved.
Yes.
But still, in as much as there's that article I read when you were starting, and wanaonekananga they are the sex predators, you know,
yes.
you're the marriage breakers,
yes.
you want to break marriages.
Yes.
But there are people who are very honest, but there are men on the other side who are married, they are trying to take advantage. Because they see this girl is single, you know, she's just clean and pure, and I want to take advantage of her because there is no commitment here. But no, the need, you know, just the natural need of a person, the love and the affection that you are lacking, and there is, of course, there is a vacuum inside of you.
Yes.
This man will try and approach you,
yes.
and this girl will be very vulnerable.
Yes.
Now, I want you to speak to that person. How can she keep her soberness? And remember that in as much as I feel I want to fall for this guy because he's calm, he's showing me love and affection, but of course at the end of the day he wants to sleep with you. How can this, allow me to talk to the single ladies alone for now, but how can this single girl be able to stand firm and conquer as she waits for the right person?
Great. Rose, you have said it all, and I like it.
Yes.
And you see, this is a married man who wants to take advantage of a girl who is single and good, and you know very well that this man has a family.
Yes.
Jesus is very clear in his preaching.
Yes.
It's only truth that can set you free.
Yes.
Are you ready to be a second wife, or are you ready to be misused? What do you understand yourself? What are you? Who are you? Are you ready? What are your principles?
Yes.
You are responsible. And of course, even if you happen to get, like, for example, a ball, upate mtoto, upate mimba, whether you go to a boat, whether you keep the baby, to be very sincere, there's no way two wrongs can make a right.
Absolutely.
This man is lonely maybe because they have also not gone for counseling, marriage counselings to know how to keep one another.
Yes.
So he's frustrated. Because there's one thing before I will continue with, on this, which is very important.
Yes.
They are single married. You are married, but it is like you are not married because you are frustrated by your partner. This person is expecting a lot that you cannot be able to afford, and therefore you are so frustrated that you cannot be able to cope with it. And this is why you find that even the man who is unfaithful, even the lady, the wife is also unfaithful. And two wrongs cannot make a right.
Yes.
And atakuja kwako akwambie tu, mimi unaniona tu Rose, me I don't like this lady, I don't know what she's doing with me, it is done.
That's what they say actually.
It is done.
Yes.
I'm a frustrated woman. Na wengine watatumia hii nasema sababu watasema si ulisikia hata Miss Wanderi knows. Nilisema na sababu unajua go for marriage counseling, and you get to know where you are losing the track.
Yes.
Because the word of God is very clear in Jeremiah 16 from 2. Papo 2 inasema go to the crossroads and get to know where you got the mahali ulipotelea.
Yes.
Sasa mimi nasema kwamba you people atakuja kwambie me I don't love this lady, she has a lot, she's giving a lot of, I don't have to wait to die. Rose, can't you kindly save me? Yes. Unamsave nini? And maybe they have even wedded in the church.
Yes.
Wewe hiyo unaharibu. And there are people who are doing that. And let me tell you, you are also lonely. You want someone to love you.
Yes.
And a married person is an expert in giving love. They know how to give you love. They know how to call you sweetie.
Oh, yes.
That is why they are called sugar daddies. That is why they are side whatever you may call it.
Yes.
And I can imagine several girls are getting lost simply because these men are lying them.
Yeah.
They are cheating you. The lady is still with him. It maybe she's pregnant, going through some of the problems that people go through when they are pregnant, and therefore he decides to get consolation from There is nobody who is contented, whether married or single. Underline that. Whether married or single. I'm married for many years, over 30 years, and I can tell you, and I have no problem with my husband, but I'm not saying that things are okay. Things are very bad even in the marriage. There are people who live in marriage, but they separated long time ago. That is why I said they are single married. However, when you are in need of something, chances of getting the fake ones are 100%.
Yeah,
when you are thirsty, you can take any water, just to realize that this water is going to take me to the grave.
Oh, yes.
Because this water is already has got a lot of it is contaminated. Therefore, you take a contaminated water and you will have to get sick. Utapata cholera, utakufa. Utakuwa mgonjwa. I know you know about medics.
Yes.
You are one of the medics who understand these things in the hospital. That the people get sick and got wanagonjeka, wanakufa.
Yes.
So this is a contaminated issue. I'm not saying that.
I understand. It makes a lot of sense. It makes
Kwa
a
hivyo
lot of
basi,
sense. Yes.
kama wewe ni msichana, even during our times, we could not allow men just to play sex with you. Or just any man. Just no way. You have to be very, very, very careful, ladies. Si umesema ladies,
Yeah, let's talk to
ukaniguza.
Yes.
Wamama wasichana. Let me tell you, by the moment you allow a man to sleep with you, that man finishes with you immediately. If at all it's not, even hata kama ni girlfriend na boyfriend, wacha hivyo kusema ni kuokoka ama ni nini. Let me tell you, but it is very, very important to know that sex is very good for two who love one another, but not for two who know very well that they don't belong to one another. Because it is God made. God is the one who started marriage.
Yes.
And he is the one who can keep it. That is why even those who are married, they are just having a lot of problems. If at all you don't pray together, no matter what, even if you sometimes do not want to look to see, or maybe to see that your partner, you don't pray together and God will always be there with you.
Yes.
With you, and you'll be able to keep that your marriage. Otherwise, for girls who are ladies who are wasichana wengi, they are heartbroken completely because you allowed that man to sleep with you. At the moment he sleeps with you,
He's done.
He's done.
Hiyo imeisha.
Imeisha.
Anajua kumbe nilikunywa uji.
Najua unapiga simu, unamuona anasema ni mtenja. Kwanza atasema, kwanza wewe nyinyi mmeokoka. Atasema kumbe haka kamutu nakaona tu kakiokoka kuokoka. Kameokoka tu maneno, lakini mwili bado okoka. Even if I marry this sister, this our sister, this my sister in Christ. In case I will not be there, Adam the one who Adam a person who travels, huyu hata nigoja. Atakuwa tu hivyo kujiangusha,
kujiachilia.
Tunaitanga na lugha ya Kikwetu kisierode. Unajiroda, unasema ni sawa tu. Anise ni sawa tu. Utakuwa ni sawa tu. Anakuona you are saying, I'm not saying, you know what? Even if a man approaches you and he shows you that he's strongly in need of sex, you are also feeling the same.
Exactly.
Na kwa hivyo basi, self-control is the word.
Oh, the gift of the Holy Spirit.
The gift of self-control is the word. And you can only have that self-control because you have your limit. You know when it is supposed to be done.
Yes.
You are telling me that you are going to die. I'm also dying. I need a man. I need a person to marry. I need a person to marry, to get children if possible. And if not children, we be together, we age together. But not somebody's husband.
Yes.
You belong to your man, to your woman, and therefore you are handsome, you are good, you are looking good as a man, but unfortunately you belong to another.
Exactly.
I'm not ready for this.
You just go your way.
Speak the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Yeah, and in connection to that, in this generation we are in, somebody being a virgin, let's say from 20 years and above, they are going to say like you don't know anything, as in watakuona kama wewe ni fala, kind of a thing. Please, can you bring back sanity to the young girls, those who are growing up right now, because they believe that, you know, after high school now, let's get laid. You know, it's now getting laid. let's bring back sanity. You know, kama vile nyinyi you people grew up during your age. You valued virginity and, you know, the serenity around the sex life and everything.
Yes.
So, but right now the society is corrupted. It is upside down. And now the in thing is, it's, you know, I have a sleep with this guy, I sleep with this guy, and, you know, I'm the talk of town.
Sasa uko kabisa.
Let's plant back sanity. Talk to them. We plant
Thank
back
you so
sanity.
much, Rose.
Yes.
Rose, sorry. Rose, let me say this. If you hear someone talking of what people say, what people say,
yes,
that person has a problem of in self-understanding. Because other people, who are those people who can tell whether you are a virgin or not? Even those who are married and they are having affairs with other men, it means that they are breaking their virginity.
Oh, yes.
Because as I have said, you have to be very careful when it comes to breaking the law of God. You know, if you are afraid to God, Mungu hachanganywi, anakaa ni yeye, na ako very jealousy.
Yeah.
Kwa hivyo basi, hiyo mambo ya virginity, there are those who are virgins simply because they fear things that they know better. There are those who are virgins because they love God and they fear God.
Yes.
And therefore, that is the reason. You are not sick. You know very well you are normal lady. It's only that no sex before marriage.
Oh, yes.
And I keep my virginity, my purity for myself.
Yes.
I know when I don't pray sex with men, I avoid to have a baby without the father around.
Yes.
I avoid diseases. I avoid you know all these things.
Yes.
And these things mulikuwa mnazisoma hata kwa shule.
Yeah.
Therefore, this is the reason I am a normal lady and I can do anything that a woman can do.
Yes.
And I am ready to have a baby with a with a man who will be responsible and who will respect me as the mother of the child.
Yes.
And this kind of a thing. Otherwise, if you fear that people will see you as a fool, that is what it is for those who love God. Because you cannot serve the world and serve God. You cannot mix the two.
Yes.
And nobody can tell whether you are a prostitute selling yourself in the streets. Nobody can tell whether you are a virgin.
Yes.
It's only you who knows. And the person who will ever know that you are is the person who married you.
Oh, yes.
And you will tell that the person have not kept this virginity for you. It is for my own good. I used to work in the Archdiocese of Nairobi Catholic Church, and I was working with youth in and out of the school. And whenever we are talking about virginity or that purity, it's never for your partner. It's for your own good.
Yes.
Because you will never suffer from being a virgin. But once you break your virginity, and the men who break it will run away from you. You will always hurt. And that hurt will take away your serenity. You will feel guilty, you hate yourself, and hate other people. But once you keep purity, speak the truth, tell that person the truth.
Yes.
I'm keeping it for my own good.
Yes.
Sio ya mtu mwingine. Even those people who are married, you are not keeping that for your husband, for your own good. So I used to tell my children, because we were teaching a lot about HIV, I used to tell them, for I know I have given birth to you having not given any of you HIV, together with your father. None of them has brought HIV to you guys. If today I get it and I die, or get it and die, you know that's how we used that time. Hata dawa ilikuwa tu kuna problem. Then wewe ukijipatia mwenyewe, you will never blame us. What am I trying to say is that you don't keep virginity just like a fool for God's sake. Oh, yeah. For your own good. But for those who have made mistake, there is what you call secondary virginity. Maybe you prayed about the life and then ukapata mtoto. For those single ladies who have gotten children and their fathers have run away from you, don't worry. don't worry.
Yeah.
Haggai is an example.
Wow.
She got a child from her boss, and God never left that girl.
Yes.
He was still with her. Number 2, we have Mary. Mary got her child through the Holy Spirit. You can imagine that time around, Joseph was not told about it. She only found herself being told by God this and that, but through the angel, and then she got a child. If today you can find the Mary somewhere, huyo mtoto atakuwa aborted. Sio uonekane uko holy. Another point that I would want to tell to mothers. Yes. Parents whose daughters get babies, they become mothers. Kindly encourage that child. Let that child give birth the baby, and because you can never tell who this child will be. Yeah. And a child is a gift from God. Yeah. No matter how the child, no matter which way, or no matter what the process. Yeah. Bora mtoto huyu aheshimiwe na kila mtu ajue ya kwamba it's important to keep virginity. Virginity is a virtue. And you will never go wrong by saying no to sex to a man. Yes. But you will be very, very guilty after knowing that man has been sleeping with so many women. You are in the chain. Number 2, you are just a stepping stone for him to go to another lady. And again, don't think that it is easy. I don't know whether it is the second Samuel. First or second Samuel chapter 13. Huyu kijana, after sleeping with the Tamar, you know, she was thrown away. Yeah. No matter how much you see a man being in love with you, by the moment you sleep with him, he might feel yuck. Sorry to say, he might feel yuck because but your husband, but no matter, even if you go both of you and be prayed for by a man of God, having known each other, having listened, owned, valued, and engaged, fine. But once you find that it is not working, listening, imekwambia kuna kasoro. Ownership, to own this, kuna kasoro. A value to make him special, has special, edit. That is E. Yeah. Edit. Yeah. Yes. Wow. And life will be comfortable and you'll be happy. Within the cycle of a girl, there is that time, and that's why many maybe indulge themselves into masturbation, or maybe they indulge themselves into premarital sex, they indulge themselves in lesbianism and so forth. Because in every cycle, I've never used the artificial contraceptives. I'm even a trained teacher of natural family planning. Oh, wow. Therefore, I understand when you talk of that time that a girl feels that you really need someone to be close to you, you feel excited sexually excited, yes, and you don't know what to do. Yes. However, the best thing is to distract. Mindset, you have to distract that by keeping yourself busy, or else you make sure you share with someone that you feel you are close to, and you keep yourself with something that is make you, or sing songs that make you feel excited, that can
they can take that energy.
That is it. Oh. Otherwise, it is that a woman was created for a man. So a man was created first, and then we were created for them. A woman feels difficult when she conceives. It's a process full of problems. However, she feels attracted to the man. Yes. Even if you feel the pain giving birth, you have to feel attracted, because God knows how, because of the hormones. The two hormones, the estrogen and progesterone, and so forth. But now, when you are in this kind of a situation, keep yourself busy with something to distract this energy. Okay. Otherwise, if you keep on just feeling good, singing songs that are exciting you more, you'll be masturbating. Okay. Number 2, you might find yourself maybe exciting a man somewhere, and that man will have to reach to a level of not now keeping quiet again, because an African man, he will prove himself right, yes, and you'll be heartbroken again, because how you feel is very different from how a man feels. this money fails,
Yes.
and that is it. And we shall talk more about how to relate with the men.
Wow.
Na ningetaka kusema ya kwamba this time round, make sure you manage your emotions. If you don't manage your emotions, your feelings will be leading to people who will be hurting you without knowing.
Wow.
Because you are the one who have taken yourself there. You are hurt, you don't know what to do. And many girls have been hurt.
Yeah.
That's why women are being raped and killed. Because you tend to think that men are feeling the way you are feeling. Men are very differently from women, and therefore let us treasure purity.
Yes.
And for those who have maybe gone astray, kindly develop secondary virginity.
Wow.
Because it is quite important. However, you can always go for counseling to know more about how to relate.
Yeah.
Once you get a relationship, once you find yourself in a relationship, kindly call us and come for counseling. Look for a counselor.
Wow.
Can I give my number?
Absolutely. Actually, I wanted to ask you, tell us how we can get you on Facebook,
Yes.
On YouTube if you have a channel, and also your number, your email, however we can.
Regina Wanderi. Google Regina Wanderi, you'll find her somewhere, either in the media from other medias and what have you.
Okay.
And also my YouTube. And at the same time, you can call us. You can call to our office. Our offices are in town, Gatkim Complex, 50th floor, room 1B. You can call our number 0722-128-294, 0722-128-294, and we can always help you in counseling. We can give you hope. Don't worry, and feel comfortable about it. Love yourself. Buy yourself a flower. Buy yourself a gift. Buy for your mom. Buy for your dad. Buy for your sister. Buy for your aunt. Tell your aunt something, and it will make you feel, oh my God, it is possible to love and also to be loved, and it feels great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It feels great.
That was very, very insightful from herself, Mrs. Regina Wanderi. She is a family life counselor, and she's also family life educators and counselors. She's given her contacts. Please, if you want to reach out to them, if you need counseling, do not hesitate. Also, the Let Out Show number is pinned down here. You also need a one-on-one and you want to come through the Let Out Show, please feel free. I will be more than willing to link you up with her. To my fellow singles, this season does not mean that you've been thrown out. It is a time for you to love yourself. It is a time for you to understand who you are. Get your value back. It is a time for us to pick back our purity. Do not go around messing up and sleeping around just because you're feeling lonely. Sleeping around and having so much sex does not fill the emptiness you might feel. But there is one who fills. There is Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the love that never fails. He will always fill your heart, and He will give you the capacity to be able to love again, if at all there is a time once love was betrayed to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I have been your host, Rose Wamboi. Until next time, please keep it the Let Out Show.
Right here on Let Out Show.